Hello YouTube, this is Neon, and today I just wanted to give one gay man's perspective on the closing of lesbian bars throughout the United States. So, this is a big spoiler alert. Most of this information that I've got, it's from a documentary, the title of which is Searching for the Last Lesbian Bars in America. And the YouTube channel is called Broadly, or that might be the producer. I will have a link in the description below if you want to watch it. But it is a spoiler alert because I'm going to give away some of the stuff that's in this really cool documentary, an interesting documentary. But it's still worth watching because they go into more and better detail than I'm going to now. So first of all, I would say that it's really sad that lesbian bars are closing. I'm not happy about it. I have very little experience with lesbian bars, but the experience that I do have, and the experience that I do have with hanging out with lesbians, has always been positive, and it's always been good. Though I admit it's not a lot of experience. Like, I haven't had lesbian friends throughout my life. But again, for the limited time that I have, it's always been a positive experience. So, if you go to, like, the gayest cities in the US, like by percentage of the population that's gay, or that's out of the closet openly gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, if you go to the biggest cities, there's no more lesbian bars. According to this documentary, there's no more lesbian bars in New York, in San Francisco. There used to be 8 lesbian bars in San Francisco. Now there's none. Just about anywhere, there's really no traditional lesbian bars. I remember the Normandy Room, which was always a place I wanted to go and hang out and just chill. They closed down. So I wasn't happy about that. They closed down quite a few years ago. This was before West Hollywood became very trendy, and I don't even have the lingo. I'm not going to pretend to have the lingo, but I guess posh, or the it place, or to be cool, or to be better than everybody else, right? So that's when they had the Normandy Room, which is one of, I believe, 2 lesbian bars in West Hollywood, and they had closed down, and that was kind of disappointing. They had said that because lesbianism, it's more accepted in our society, much more accepted than being a gay male, that lesbians who want to go out to a bar, they can go to a straight bar. And in a lot of straight bars now, it's safe for women to even show affection to other women. So they don't really have to hide being gay. Whereas me, I wouldn't go to any straight bar and show affection towards my partner, or kiss him, or cuddle, or anything like that, for fear of being attacked. And I'm talking about in Los Angeles, in Hollywood. I wouldn't do it. Of course, I'm poor and can't afford to go to a bar anywhere, but in the event that I did, I certainly wouldn't. So they said that's one of the reasons. Another reason is that women are meeting women online now. Another reason is that the more acceptance that's given, that society gives towards lesbians, it's sort of, well, I'm not sure if this is specifically because there's more acceptance for lesbianism now or not, but what I do know is that less women are, according to this documentary, less women are identifying as being lesbian. They're identifying as being trans, which I'm not sure what that means. But they're identifying as being bisexual. But they're not identifying as being lesbian, as being a woman who is a gay woman. So all of these things have come about, as well as women that can really afford to go to bars. Really, that's not what they're doing with their money. Unlike gay men, where gay men of all ages, if they can afford it, they still go out to bars, and they will still go out to clubs. So it's very interesting. I find it to be a little bit sad because for me, over the years, going to gay bars, predominantly gay male bars, can be a little bit of a drag in and of itself, because you find there's in any place you go to, you're going to find a small percentage of people that behave like jerks. And for me to be crotch grabbed or to have my butt grabbed, that kind of stuff is outrageous to me. I automatically hit the person. I'll try to twist their wrists. I'll punch their arms off me. And I don't want to be in an environment where if I just, if I hit the wrong person, I might get beat up. Fortunately, the men who have behaved aggressive with me like that generally aren't big enough to really be a major threat to me, or it turned out that they weren't a major threat to me. But that takes away my fun from the night of just wanting to go out and dance and have fun. And I always felt like going to a lesbian bar was a place I could go to and I didn't have to worry about that mess. And now it's not really that much possible, unfortunately. So there is one lesbian bar in LA. It's called Girl Bar LA, and I believe that they're still open. It's a very hip club. It's a dance club, and I went there many years ago. I went with my boyfriend, and I'd always been curious about, well, what do lesbians do? I didn't know anything about lesbians. It wasn't like I was titillated by lesbians. It was just curiosity. Because I'm a gay male, I mainly hang out with gay men, and I wanted to know what are women's bars like? What do women do? How do women, how do lesbians hang out? What do they do? I was just curious. So I went to Girl Bar, and with my boyfriend, and they told me, well, we can't let you in. You have to at least be accompanied by a woman. So there's a good reason for that, but at the time I didn't know, and I got all bent out of shape. So I left the club, and I happened to see this girl. She was kind of like a stud lesbian, somewhere between stud, leaning towards lipstick. She was kind of like a boyish lesbian. Really cool gal. And I said, do you think you could accompany us to the club? I wanted to go with my boyfriend to a gay women's club, and they won't let us in because we're not accompanied by a woman. And she got really pissed off about it, and she said, yeah, sure, you come with me. And she said, in fact, I'm going to pay for you to get in, and I'm going to buy you guys drinks. And I said, I said, no, that's fine. I didn't know you had to pay to get in this club, right? Now in Hollywood, most of the clubs you got to pay to get into. There's a cover. But I was naive. This was literally like 8 or 9 years ago. Not all of the clubs you had to pay to get in at that time. But the good ones like Girl Bar LA, yeah, I hadn't known, but yeah, at that time you had to pay to get in. So I was like, no way, I'm not going to let us in and pay. We don't have the money to get in, but thank you for willing to, at least allow us to be accompanied by you, or that you would accompany us. And she insisted and made a big deal about it, and my boyfriend was like, come on, just let her. She's trying to be nice, just let her. So she paid for us to get in, and she bought us drinks, because I was broke, my boyfriend was broke. We were just trying to have fun and be together. Another thing about being a gay male is that when you're madly in love with another man, there's a lot of gay men that are going to be jealous. I get jealous, right? When I see two men that are in love, or if I see a straight couple or a lesbian couple that's in love, I do get a little jealous, because I've been single most of my life and I haven't been able to maintain that kind of a relationship. But I don't get envious. Now there's a small percentage of people that will get envious, and men that'll try to sleep with you, they'll try to sleep with your man, they'll give you dirty looks, that will maybe make little jealous comments around you. And I just would prefer to go to a lesbian bar when I'm madly in love with a man, because I'm not going to have to deal with that competition and know that some jerk's going to come out and just be jealous and just try to hate on us because he ain't got a man. And again, this is another thing I can't do, because there's no lesbian bars. perhaps with the exception of Girl Bar LA. So another option is, God willing, I fall in love someday, right? Most of the gay male bars have lesbian nights. I don't know if that means that gay men are not allowed, or if gay men are only allowed accompanied by a woman. I don't know how that works, but I'll have to find out, and then if I fall in love, I'll just go on lesbian nights, because again, the times I've hung out with lesbians, it's been cool. They know I'm gay. I'm not there trying to check them out or get into the sack with them or look at women make out. None of that stuff does anything for me. But the safety and the friendship and that can be really, really cool, hanging out with my gay sisters. It turned out when this girl did pay for us to get into Girl Bar LA, she was kind of a stud lesbian, like I said, and she was trying to get with this other lesbian who was a lipstick lesbian, a very pretty young woman. And apparently she was just trying to show off that, you know, she had a lot of money, and she was trying to get with this young lipstick lesbian who apparently, someone had told me that she wasn't even into stud lesbians. She was into other lipstick lesbians. So I don't know why she let her pay for everything. But that was kind of her motive for paying for us to get in and all that stuff. It was really, really nice. She was really kind to my boyfriend, who he was a Spanish-speaking immigrant, didn't speak English. This young woman happened to be Latina. She spoke some Spanish, and she was just really nice to both of us. So it was really nice. But it was hilarious because she said, "Stop making a big deal about it. You know lesbians make tons of money. You know we all make a bunch of money. So shut up and just let me pay." That's not really true, but it was kind of funny. So those are my thoughts. Basically, I think it's sad. I wish more traditional lesbian bars would open. Apparently, the longest running lesbian bar in LA did close some time ago, and they were very welcoming to transgender women. And it's just one less place that transgender women can go and be accepted and loved and have fun, and probably them, like me, not have the stress of having somebody grab their butt or, you know, trying to manhandle them. So I think that's another sad thing about lesbian bars, because I think that while some lesbians, I saw a show that suggested that some lesbians are hostile towards transgender women. I think that lesbians are more typically are accepting and just accept them as their sisters, right? So I think that's another sad thing about lesbian bars closing down. Hopefully more traditional lesbian bars will open, and to those small percentage of gay men that say, "I'm not going to go out that night, it's lesbian night, and there's going to be a bunch of lesbians all over the place," I say, shame on you. Those are probably the nights I would prefer to go out. Anyway, of course, unless I'm trying to hook up, then I'm probably not going to go out on those nights to those bars. But that's about it. If you like my video, please like, subscribe, share, comment commercials, recommend my videos. Do one or more of those things. Thank you. Best wishes.